And to answer your question, since I did see Suicide Squad, it was great.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Levels of Madness. As always, I am your game mistress, your dungeon mistress, weaver of all tales, Jesse. And then joining me this evening, we have Josh, who plays Nines, our Warforged fighter. We have. Oh, that's my sound. No, shush. We have Bree, who plays Murin, our Tiefling cleric. Troy plays Ashu, our Warforged monk.
Hello.
And Brandon is playing Caspian, our Sea Elf warlock.
Hello.
So we're pretty much picking up where we left off. Last week we had some connectivity issues with Twitch, and they were causing a lot of lag, and then eventually we could not come back from break. So we are still in the carnival. This is pretty much just little carnival celebrations to celebrate the wedding of a local lord's son. You know, nobody y'all know, but it was a chance
I
to
totally
come and have
forgot
fun.
that that's why we were there.
Oh, same.
I was just like, woo, carnival!
Yeah.
That's all that I heard. It's like, yes, games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares why? I know how to get y'all in a trap now.
I mean,
Thank you.
honestly, in real life, every time I've gone past like some weird ass carnival that I've stopped at, I haven't been like, I wonder who this is for. I've just been like, I hope I don't die.
Please have some safety regulations. Yeah. So it is just a local lord's son is getting married. So you came to the city of Quarky. And it's pretty much like a medium to large sized community. And there's two level. There's pretty much the outside level and then the inside level. It's all walled off. It's a circular city. And in the inside level, you see a lot more of the carnival games, or on the outside level, sorry. The inside level is more of the wedding type festivities. Things look a little bit fancier, a little bit cleaner in some senses. But y'all have been having fun kind of more with your people. We played a couple games last time. Let's see, we had Nines did the hammer throw, and Ashu did a stage battle. And there was Ashu, you went up against a young half-elf dude bro who got lucky. And your words hit more than his did. You definitely had greater effect when it would come to his mental health later,
Just
probably.
anti-Warforged propaganda.
Do you remember what happened afterwards?
No?
There was just someone who kind of caught your eye and gave you a wink.
Oh, yeah. Which direction did they go? Did I see?
No. Everybody had kind of dispersed after that stage battle, and he got caught up in the crowd, and you were still kind of like not understanding the calculations for how everything was scored, because you're like, I'm pretty sure that no, according to your rules, I should have won that. But yeah, and Nines, did you come second in the hammer throw?
I believe so.
I think so.
We didn't get first because that little guy got first.
Oh, Caspian, you also participated in the hammer throw.
I won the hammer throw.
You did win the hammer throw.
I won.
Yes.
That's not what I remember.
Yeah. Caspian, absolutely. Caspian is now a strength-based warlock. Everyone needs to. He has come to terms with this. Like, Caspian is jacked to the tits, and he's ready to smash.
The whole new side of Caspian that he didn't know was there, and he's
Yep.
ready to dive right in.
He's here for it. Fuck
All right.
charisma. That's my new jump stat.
Good luck with that.
All right, so we will move on to the next game. As y'all are walking around, you see that there is a game setup where there is a large depression that is divided into different quadrants by wooden poles driven into the ground. And attached to each of these is a very thick rope. The ropes merge in the middle to they attach to a barrel, a very large barrel, and it's decorated to look like a dragon. On top of this is a well-worn saddle where you can easily be seen by spectators. This game is called Tame the Dragon. And what it is what it is what
I feel
Tame
like
the
I picked
Dragon-
this one.
What's it?
I feel like
yes, you did. You and Caspian both picked this one, but anybody who wants to can participate. So the entry fee is 1 copper piece. This is going to be an opposed challenge competition. So you'll be rolling against my little my rope handlers. So you will sit atop the barrel and you must hold on while it is being pulled in 4 different directions by 4 different
right.
handlers.
It's a bull ride.
It
Right,
is
right.
indeed.
Sitting in the stands with Hamilton in his lap, feeding
No.
him popcorn.
Yay.
It's so cute.
Can I put like I want to do some like put a handkerchief or something on Hamilton.
Hamilton now has a handkerchief.
That
Okay.
is adorable. It's like
It's just
your
like a little
favorite,
one
my
so he can
lady.
be- Yeah, exactly.
He's
So
got a
he's
little.
rooting me, not Caspian.
Yes.
That seems fair.
All right. So you each hand off 1 copper piece. Nines, do you want to do the Tame the Dragon, or are you going to sit in the stands with Ashu?
I'm just sitting in the stands with Ashu.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so who would like to go first?
I'll go.
Alrighty, so what we are going to do is you go until you fail. If you can beat 3 contested rolls, you win.
Okay.
Okay. So this isn't you're trying to beat each other. This is just you're trying to beat the dragon. All right. So this is going to be a athletics check.
Okay.
So you have to beat me or you will be thrown from the dragon.
Do I roll now?
Go ahead and roll it.
18.
Boom, baby.
Caspian, you climb on top of this barrel and you've sat in. You've ridden some weird shit. You've honestly ridden water serpents before.
That's
You're
on brand.
prepared. So you're on this and you're ready to go and you're fucking cocky as hell. Arm in the air. Kind of wink over at everybody, shoot a peace sign. And they yank it and you're good. You're good. You're riding this bitch. It's like waves. Waves on the ocean. No big deal. And then suddenly you
Cruising.
feel the barrel
You
turn.
Nat 20 on me, you motherfucker. Did you nat 20 just out of the gate? You piece
I
of
dirty
shit.
20. It was a dirty 20. Not nat, but yes, it was a dirty 20. And you go tumbling to the ground and you take 2 points
It's
of
horseshit.
bludgeoning damage. You can keep trying if you want to. It's only 1 copper piece to try.
Fucking ridiculous. I'm
So you have to beat 3, all 3?
I'm gonna just lay here for a minute.
So you
think about
gotta
my life
beat
choices.
3 different rolls. So it's pretty much like 8. Is it 8 seconds you have to stay on the bull? I should know this, but I don't.
I think it's
I
8,
have
yeah.
I'm intrigued why you should know.
Y'all are in Texas, don't you know this stuff? Come on. Isn't
Oh,
that
brother.
like, didn't you learn it in kindergarten?
There you
go.
First thing you gotta do to
There you
graduate
go.
Howdy,
kindergarten?
howdy, howdy.
It's the same
God.
people who like assumed that I rode a horse to school.
Dude, I haven't asked that.
I have
I have
also been
too.
asked that.
Yeah.
I haven't asked that by Californians when I lived in California. Like,
Yep. And you're just like,
anyway.
okay. You know Beyonce's from Texas too, right? Like
Hell yeah, she is.
Doesn't she ride a
rides
horse every day?
Houston
horses.
exists. Does she ride horses? I don't
I don't know. She's a
Sure
bull
she
rider.
does.
know.
Prove
She
you gotta prove
probably
me she
is.
doesn't. That's how I'm gonna play this.
Alrighty, Mirren, it is your turn.
Athletics.
Yep. Also, just a reminder, if y'all have spells you want to use, like if you want to buff yourself, you are able to.
Oh shit.
Like
Oh,
it's
no,
not
this
just in
character doesn't
combat
have
that
that.
y'all can use your abilities and stuff. So if y'all have anything that can like help you out, like should have said that at the beginning. I had a note on here that I just now read. But yes.
I
I cast
don't.
Arms of Hater,
I
and I
think you
just
should be
and
a
I
little bit more
just shred
subtle.
as a dude.
You know, it'd be funny
are
if it
holding the
was
ropes.
just a clone of Bill Hader that spins around.
God, nothing would make me happier.
Okay, I don't think I
Alright.
have anything that would be necessarily useful.
Okay.
And this is not the character that I can be like, I turn into a whatever and just hang on to it.
Alrighty.
I punched the dragon.
20! Dirty 20.
You got a dirty 20? Okay. Give me
Hmm.
Game is
one.
rigged.
21.
She critted.
Mirren, you climb on top of this dragon, having just seen your friend take a tumble. So you keep both hands on it for a little bit longer than he did. And you're riding it. And you make it past that first jerk.
Oh.
Roll again.
Nice! $20!
Oh!
Holy shit!
Yeah!
You survive that first turn. And you're like, all right, I got this. And you're ready. You're right. You know they're gonna try to fuck with you. You know they're just trying to get your money. They don't want to pay out. You're ready for this. And it does a quick twist on the complete opposite side. You almost go ass over tea kettle. But you just survived a very harrowing incident with a ladder and a wall.
It's true.
You've learned from your past mistakes.
I'm not gonna hit a wall this time.
And you are able to stay seated. Give me one more roll.
Oh, this third one's gonna be a doozy.
I know.
That one.
19!
Oh my god.
Let's fucking go.
Well, there goes all your good rolls for tonight.
Yeah. If we get to combat, you're fucked.
Statistically, you are fucked for the rest of the session.
I'm gonna get eaten by a real dragon.
Yeah.
You
The
see
bride is
that
a dragon.
around you, the handlers are these big, well, there's this female dwarf who you can tell she lifts triple her body weight. There is a Goliath that honestly, he doesn't look like he lifts too hard. He's kind of skating by on the fact that he's just a big dude, but he does have muscles. And then you have a Furbolg who is also swole as fuck. And then you look over and there's a human that looks like he could bench maybe the dwarf, but he does look like he tries very hard. And they all pull at the same time. And you feel the entire dragon boing into the air. And you are like, holy shit, your ass comes out of the saddle. You're airborne. And you are able to land back on the saddle.
Fuck
And
yes!
the whistle blows. You have made the entire trip.
Damn.
Congratulations.
Nines takes Ashu's arms off his body and waves them in the air like pool noodles in a basketball
Just
game.
slap them together like.
Woo!
My hands are clapping while he's swinging them.
I just
I
Buzz
just stand
Lightyear
up
him
on
in
the dragon and I'm just screaming back at them, just wow! Absolute battle cry.
You As you do that, as you're like battle crying and your friends are erupting around you with these war cries of just, yeah, that's our girl, yes! You hear, oh goodness, oh! And you look over and there are a couple, they look like humans and a couple of half elves that were kind of watching everything. They look like they're watching the crowd more than they're really interacting with the games. They're also a whole lot fancier than
get a job,
you would
boys.
go to a carnival. And they all look, oh, and they hurriedly run away. Hand over their mouth. Oh, goodness. You seem to have frightened off a couple people.
Chase them down.
Nine
Alrighty,
step win.
so then
Just
Sees
like
the-
Terminator
the
run.
Kung Kung. With his arms still in fucking Nines' hands. Just Ashi just Kung 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 Kung
I've,
Kung.
like Transformer morphed my hand onto the socket, so it is actually like four jointed arm. Woo!
This is what happens when we don't get to play for a while. All right, so Miran, as you climb down, the female dwarf walks up to you. As she punches you in your shoulder, maybe a little bit too hard because you're fucking ugh. She's
Can
like,
I roll a saving for the punch to see
you
if I fall down or
absolutely can.
whatever?
You absolutely can.
What would I?
Let's do a contested strength. Another contested strength. Let's see if you can keep it up.
What
you
does
can do a save.
contested mean in
I
this
will
context?
I will roll her strength,
Oh, cool.
and
Okay.
then you roll your save. So you just have to beat her. You have to beat her number. I'm
Okay.
very bad at poker, by the by. Every thought comes out my mouth, so you will know what I have. What you got?
15.
You fall over.
Does she
Hard.
dislocate my shoulder?
Yes, she does, because she did indeed roll a natural 20.
Does
Damn.
Nines clock this
She
as an
rips your
attack?
arm out of the socket.
Would Nine and Ashu
I
clock
was
this as an
Trying to
attack?
come up and be like, hey, and just like, fuck it.
Yeah, like it's like a pat on the back type. Good job. Like, didn't expect this of you, and you just fucking eat the dirt. And you're like, ah!
Who did this?
It's one of the rope handlers.
Oh.
The female dwarf walked up and like went to congrat. And she's got like your prize money, which is 5 copper pieces that you earned. And she's like, oh, my bad. You're squishier than I thought. And she like holds out very gingerly, like she's worried to touch you now. She's like, I'm strong. I don't want to break you anymore.
With my good hand, I reach up and grab them. I'm like, thank you.
Good job. Sorry. She goes back over to get ready for the next contestant for Tame the Dragon. Did anybody want to go again?
Give it a shot.
You want to give it another
does
shot?
it have to be acrobat or athletics? Can it be acrobatics as well?
If you can describe to me how you use acrobatics to stay on, yes.
I am the gift that Troy put in chat. That is what Nines is doing. So, if anything,
Describe that for our listeners.
I am not riding the bull as normal.
The
I am
bull is riding you.
dancing on top. Why not?
You're surfing. You're
I'm
surfing.
surfing the bull. There it is. I'm surfing the bull. Nine. I was
He's
like,
standing. He's
get up and like
jumping.
boast down and be like, "This is ridiculous. Let me show you how to really do it." And he hops up there and he just stands on top of the bull. And they're like, "All right, sit down." And no.
All
Can
right.
that be it?
We
I
can
do that?
definitely do it. Yes. Yes. If you can explain to me how you use your skill, I will allow it. I am definitely fine with out of the box thinking, my friends. All right. So you pay your copper piece. You get set up. Let's see what we do, my friend. First roll. What you got?
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you are on top of this. Are you starting off on your feet?
Yeah.
All right. So you're on there. Your feet are planted. You're ready to go. They start pulling, and you were watching, so you know what's coming up. You know that they're going to do that quick jerk to your right. You're ready to ride this thing through, and they pull it to the left. And your feet, which had been walking around on carnival ground, they've got some sticky substances, but they're also kind of wet. And you slide off. And you do take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. However, you land in a beautiful split.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
Yes. Because I didn't tell you what you have to beat. So yes, I will let you re-roll it.
Ah, okay, so he slips upon the bull and falls into a split. Okay. All right. Can
What'd you roll?
Can I roll a
Look
performance
in
to
the
make
chat.
it look
That's
fancy?
exactly what he does.
That's it right there. 100%.
Ooh.
Dead drop into a split.
Oh. Jesus.
If you had been built differently by your creator, things would have hurt. But luckily, you're a beautiful construct.
That I am.
All
who
right.
just lands in a split, nothing else. Damn it.
You took 2 bludgeoning damage, but yes.
So what?
It was jarring. You weren't prepared for it, but you
cried.
ended beautifully.
2 bludgeoning
Psychic
damage to pride.
2 psychic damage. Alrighty. And you get pats on the back by the rope handlers as y'all walk off. If you did not make it, like you did get like these are pretty decent people. They're not necessarily just out to get your money. They're here for y'all to have a good time. And they offer, like come back if you want to. We'll be here until probably until they start the wedding. Once they start the wedding, we'll start packing up and then well, if you hang out for the after party, we'll see you then.
We're crashing something.
Can I
Something's getting
disguise
crashed.
self as the guy who pats me on the back and become him in front of him and give him a gold coin and tell him I'll be seeing him and then like run off into the crowd?
You absolutely. Let me see. I'll roll for which one. You do that too.
Nines is just his pride is really hurt and he really wanted to show off and now he is gonna be taking this out in an inappropriate manner. He's
It
not
is
gonna deal with his feelings. Right.
the human rope handler that kind of patted you on the back, and he was like, "Hey, we'll see you at the after party if y'all want to go. I mean, unless y'all are going to the wedding, but I didn't figure y'all got an invite." And then so you put your Ted Farty hat on. You turn into the doppelganger of this human man, and his eyes widen. You give him the coin. Do you say anything?
I'll be seeing ya. In an accent that's not his. In a different accent that's also not mine that I was speaking in from before. A third accent that's joined the party.
And then do you just immediately turn, or do you wait for his reaction?
I wait for the beginning of his reaction, and as he reacts, I just turn around and just dart off into the crowd.
So when you first changed, his eyes grew wide, and then as you said, literally already forgot what you said. I'm that good.
Seeing ya.
I'll be seeing you. He starts cackling, and he is like bowled over. He is laughing so hard, and he's smacking the people around him, and he's like, "Hey, you should travel with us. That's awesome!"
I got
And he's
your
like
ass.
crying. He's just like, "This is I fucking love this. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Who are you gonna be next? Do her. Do her." And he's like pushing on the door. He's like, "Do her. Do her. Turn into her. Turn into her."
I do. But I'm sad.
And he's
My face is
on
sad.
the ground. And he's just
okay.
he's howling. Like this is just he is delighted. Everybody else is like, okay, bro, it's not that funny. It is hilarious to this goon. This guy.
Jess is gonna just start meeting your madness with more madness. Like she's just gonna meet your chaos with more chaos. You're gonna be like, and then I rip my dick off, and the person's like, I love ripping dicks. And he just like opens his coat, and he has like a collection of them. Make
Rip
an
Dick
excellent
Superstore.
addition to my
I love
collection.
ripping dicks.
Like just General
We should
Grievous
clip
of
that.
dicks.
We should clip that. I love
Name of the
ripping
episode.
dicks.
Love ripping dicks.
Got
So
it.
you've pushed Jess too far.
Good.
She's like,
That was
I'll
the
I'll
point
rip
this whole
off every
time.
goddamn dick in this world if that's what it takes.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Okay, well, I'm done being a monkey for this guy now, and I sulk off into the crowd.
You turn into an actual monkey and like wobble up into the crowd. You're like, fuck this, monkey.
I'm so sad that the hat's reading my thoughts and turns me into the things that I feel like.
Just blue, 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 shark head. Alrighty, so you follow as Nines kind of sulks into the crowd, and you continue on. You see a little tavern, and Caspian, you're getting a little bit hungry. You can go ahead and stop in, get some food. If y'all want to, while you're there, we can do some perception checks to see if y'all hear any interesting tidbits. But there are a couple more games that we can get to before.
I roll a 23
things-
perception.
All right. Anybody else rolling for perception?
I will.
Can I
Sure.
roll investigation for good food?
19.
You absolutely can to see what kind of venue you can get to.
Can I roll
19.
perception to kind of pay attention to the general direction the people who looked fancy ran off towards?
Absolutely. You can do perception or investigation, whichever you want for that. Kind of just looking around to see if you can see them, but like you're kind of looking specifically for someone in particular.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find the guy that I saw earlier. Or
I rolled
person.
a 10.
Okay. So, Ashu, you were looking for the lovely red-eyed gentleman who winked at you earlier. You see him, but he is disappearing behind a food cart. Would you like to follow him?
Sure. Walk
Okay.
up with Hamilton.
So you walk up with Hamilton, and 1 second, por favor. Oh, that's not the right person. Okay. So you see this gentleman disappear behind a lovely falafel shop. It's a little food cart. They're selling many different flavors of falafel. It does smell delicious to you, Caspian. But it's
Wait.
not the best smell that you smell. Let's see. So as you 1 second, learning this beautiful ability.
Ability.
Thank you. Righty. Okay.
Whoa. Omicron.
Don't worry about it. I don't know when it took that off of stealth for me. All right. So you come around and you see not the gentleman with the red eyes. You see a lovely gnome. Looks to be about a teenager sitting there with a falafel in hand, like halfway in her mouth, like, looks over at you. Hi.
Did you see somebody with red eyes come over here?
Sorry.
Ashu slaps him on the back.
I mean, there's a lot of people walking around, but I was kind of eating, so I didn't see eyes. Are you looking for someone in particular?
Well, he just came up and walked right next to you. You would have seen him.
I didn't see anybody.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can find him?
Mm-hmm.
14.
You do not see the man with the red eyes. He also had white hair. You
Interesting.
do remember that.
I buy a falafel for Alexander Hamilton.
All right. All right, then who else rolled? Let's see. 9. So were you looking for anything in particular? Or are you just trying to hear some gossips, trying to understand what's going on, trying to find some good news?
I'm just sleuthing.
And just sleuthing?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So with the 19, you hear 2 different rumors. Rumor number 1 is about the lovely lord of the area,
Oh.
whose son is the one getting married.
I'm gonna
You
do me some
hear-
extortion.
You hear that Lord Bregrin, I will drop that in chat for you guys. Lord Bregrin was a hero of sorts, who kind of started off just a regular soldier. And he's kind of made a name for himself. He became a local hero. He's helped out a bunch of people. And so this is a really good move for his family. They've gotten a title now. His youngest son is marrying a wealthy merchant's family. Like, it's a big deal. But there's a little bit of skeletons in the closet. Because whenever the mention of Lord Bregrin's oldest son gets brought up, everyone gets uncomfortable.
Uh-oh.
And the subject quickly changes.
Hmm.
You also hear that the merchant's daughter, who is marrying his son, has been kind of a thorn in the Lord's side. She speaks out pretty vocally about the very stern, very can't find the word. His rules are very harsh, and anyone who breaks the rules, the punishments don't always match the crimes. A lot of people being made examples of and things of that nature. So he's known as he sticks to the letter of the law, but he can be fairly ruthless.
Sadistic.
Not that you wouldn't get the sadistic. I did, like, he's not torturing people,
Oh.
but
But,
if
like,
you were caught stealing a roll of bread, instead of getting a slap on the wrist or something like that, especially if it's your first
Offense.
thank you, if that was your first offense, like, you could foreseeably see many years working in a mine, perhaps doing actual, like, working in a mine is hard labor, but indentured servitude type situations, it kind of depends on what your talents are if you were in trouble.
So if the bride-to-be were to make a big scene and say a bunch of horrible things and then run off with the Lord around, this could potentially ruin the whole day.
I mean,
Fuck around, find
I
out.
think anyone like making a scene on the day of someone's wedding would cause kind of an issue. But
I mean, but if she just like blasphemed the Lord, that Lord
You
guy,
hope
or
nobody
whatever,
has
like
true sight.
just like, oh shit, that's right. Yeah, that's
Blasphemed.
cool information. Thanks for letting me know. Okay.
alrighty. Let's see. So that is what you heard, the rumors that you heard.
Mm-hmm.
Mirren, you were looking for the highly offended gaggle that you had seen. And you do see them as y'all are wandering through. You kind of stop and you get the falafel. You look over at the gate that leads to the inner section of the city. And you see that they kind of and they're kind of tuddling around and giggling as they point at different people and things like that. And then they pass through the inner gates. They're waved through by the guards, and they, kind of seem like they know them, that maybe they venture out a few times before. Let's see. Anybody else? No, I think that's everybody, right?
Mhm.
Cool. Alrighty, so you eat your falafel. Alexander Hamilton is being spoiled today. Falafel, popcorn. He's going to be a big pig before you know it. All right, so you are able to make your way through. You see a couple different games. You see some kids that are gathered around like a big barrel, and they seem to be trying to grab things out of the barrel with like it looks like a little fishing pole, and it looks like they're trying to get like little wooden fish out of there. Everyone's laughing. The hammer throw is continuing on, and then we are going to make one more stop at trench coat jousting.
Oh yeah.
So you come upon a jousting list that has been set up to one side. Several individuals can be seen rubbing bumps and bruises as they walk away from the game. Two tall, unusually lanky humanoids run at each other holding sticks. They collide in the middle of the list, causing a group of loud spectators at the side of the list to roar as you see one of the combatants seemingly break into two people as the top half falls to the ground with a jarring thud. As the other team is declared the winner, you see the raucous bunch frantically exchanging coins as bets are paid and rewarded. So, this game was once inspired by Three Kobolds in a Trench Coat. So it requires two teams of two people. Each team is placed at one end of a jousting list and must remove their armor. One team member climbs onto the shoulders of the other. The bottom is referred to as the mount, and the top is the knight. The knight will put on a long coat, effectively blinding the mount. The knight is then handed a long pole. You'll be spun around several times and then pushed towards the opposing team. So the mount will make certain rolls, and the knight will make certain rolls. My question: do you want to go against each other, or do you want to go against unknowns?
Well, it's me and it's Nines and Ashu going together and around.
Yeah, I know. Y'all are doing two different teams. So y'all can face off against each other,
Let's do
or you can face off
randos.
against randos.
Yeah, it's like I feel like Sis and I are not
Yeah.
even tall enough to get to like they
Like,
would have to
maybe
be
if-
pointing downwards at us.
Like,
Hey, that could be an advantage.
Like we have a combined height of like 6'1". Like
yeah. I was about to say, like, together we might be the height. Like, we're probably going to be able to like debate who's going to be the knight.
yeah.
Yeah.
How tall is
Prob-
Nines?
Nines is 5'6".
I thought you
Oh,
were way taller
Yeah,
than that.
I thought you were like
I thought you
7
were
feet
like
tall.
11.
I thought you were like 6 feet tall.
Why did I think both of you were like 7 feet tall?
I
They
made
just
nines.
carry themselves with a lot of confidence.
I
Yep.
guess.
I got little man syndrome.
How tall
5'6",
is
and you think
That's
that's
finally-
little man syndrome?
What?
5'6" makes you have little man syndrome? That's considered
In
little?
today's world, have you seen
Yeah.
these
For
heights?
dudes.
All these ladies saying, "Ugh, if you're under 5'8", you're not a real man." Baloney.
No. Who's saying that?
Oh, it's
All
a
The
of
thing.
them.
internet. The
The
internet.
internet.
I'm
Interwebs.
Are those
5'3".
actual
There's
women,
so
or
many
are
people
those
taller
men
than me.
pretending
it's
to
the
be women?
tweets,
Like
it's
real
the
talk.
book, it's the Reddum, all of them.
The
All of-
random? What?
He said that the tween, the book, and the Reddum.
Oh,
All
The
right.
internets. Every single one of the internets.
right.
All the webs.
All right.
All of them.
First of all, decide who for each team is going to be your knight and who will be your mount.
You want to be top or bottom, Troy?
Ashu's
Yeah.
totally a bottom.
Ashu is a bottom. All right. Do we get advantage on our rolls
Clip
because
that
we're
shit.
two machines that are like?
Yeah, can we
That
like
can, like-
clip into each other?
Yeah.
I'll remove my arms and then his feet like go into my shoulder sockets.
I'll remove
and we
my,
get
my,
advantage.
my
I
shins
don't like
and
that.
lock my knees into his arm sockets, and then I'll put my shins on his butt cheeks. So if he falls backwards, he's got feet that can run. Can we
Are
transform
you guys
this?
just trying to find a way to become a centaur?
That's what it sounds like.
We're gonna be a
If
twisted
either
view
of
We just
you-
monster man.
Craig.
If either of you had
Craig.
decided to take the if either of you had decided to be artificers, maybe. But that is a whole lot of technicals.
I guess that is pretty true. Artificer would do that.
If they
Okay.
didn't have like a specific class that could build shit like that and like do cool tweaks and stuff, then
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah,
But
you're right. That'd be Artificer Warforged. That's interesting. Okay.
I made myself.
That's what I was thinking.
I
Okay,
know.
so Troy, you have like a belt, right? Can you wrap the belt around my legs? Oh, on your
Yeah.
chest.
I'll take my belt off and strap your feet down to my shoulders.
There we go. So no armor, right? We gotta take
Your
our armor
robes
off.
are kind of blowing in the wind now.
Nines is full nude. He's full Warforged nude. He's not even disguised.
Yeah, we're both just full nude.
He's wearing the Ted Party hat, but he's not disguised, so you can see it.
All right, so the knight is Josh. All right, Murin and Caspian. Who wants to be the knight and who wants to be the mount? You're not going against each other. Are you muted? Are you muted?
Flipping!
Oh,
Clipped
I don't
it.
even
Clipped
know
it
when
good.
I muted. No.
Ah, all right.
What was I? I think I was asking how tall Caspian is.
5'7".
I'm like 5'2".
So I should probably be. Well, so
Who has the higher
Okay,
like
hang on.
strength? I guess.
I will tell you. Yes. So the mount will be rolling athletics or acrobatic saving throws.
saving
Matt-
throws.
Yes. The knight will choose to roll either a strength or dexterity.
So athletics and acrobatics aren't saving.
Yeah, did you mean Dex?
Strength
save?
or dex saves. Yeah, I don't know why they have both. Yeah, strength or dexterity saves. And the knight will be making strength or dexterity straight rolls. Because you're attacking.
So I have +2 to Dex. I have +0 to Strength.
I have +1 to strength, +0 to dex.
Okay, which one takes Dex? Athletics, and I have +2 in athletics and acrobatics, and +2 in dexterity saving throws.
It kind of sounds like y'all are pretty much even on it. Like y'all are +1, +2. So you're going to add one or the other to it. If you are you get to choose which one you want to roll, strength or dexterity save or strength or dexterity as the knight and attack.
So either way, so top or bottom, you can roll strength or dex.
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to
Uh,
make this as
We're gonna keep
inclusive as
with
possible.
we're gonna keep with knight and the other.
Which one's the knight?
No, I just mean as terms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's yep. Knight and what is the other one?
Mount.
Knight and mount. I can be the mount, and says you can be the knight.
Okay.
Okay. So
Caspian's very certain of his strength.
let's see.
What is your
Mirren,
strength?
even or odds?
+0.
Odds.
Odds. All right, you guys go first.
My strength is +1.
All right.
You can be.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, so Mirren, you clamber up on top of Caspian's shoulders after you guys have removed your armor, so you don't get that extra boost. So when you hit each other, it's gonna hurt. Just a warning, like you know that everybody's kind of like paintball with a stick. All right, so you
That's
get
Do
up.
I need to go in and actually
his-
remove my armor?
His armor is tear away. He's prepared.
Like, are you saying we need to go physically remove it so we don't get bonuses, or what?
I think you're good. I think it's just added flavor as to y'all are
Okay,
gonna
cool.
take a little bit of owies.
Okay.
And if you had any disadvantages because of your armor, that would not.
What's 9's
apply in this
AC
case.
without armor?
Go to your inventory and turn it off. Unclick the box. I go from 12 to 14 without mine.
I remain at 17.
Yeah, don't you have like unarmored?
Yeah.
Like you can't, like you physically
don't
can't
wear
wear
armor.
armor. Yeah.
Alrighty, so here we go. Mirren, you clamber up onto Caspian's shoulders. You get your lovely trench coat. That stinks a little bit. This has been worn by a few people today, and it's not super hot outside, but there is adrenaline, there's fear, and it all is in this. You can't escape. It's so gross in here. Ha. Let's go ahead and do this. So y'all start, you get spun around, and then they shove you towards, you can't even tell what they are when they're climbed on top of each other. You can just kind of see a face that's tottering towards you as they run. Let's go ahead and my knight, Mirren, make a, oh no, the mount. Let's see, Caspian. Go ahead and choose what you want. A strength or dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, please.
All right. Go ahead.
Damn.
That is a 6.
Ooh. All right. So the knight will hit with a knockdown attack. Oh wait, yours was you used dexterity, so yes. Bending knight must make a successful. All right. That'll apply in just a second. Mirren, go ahead and roll your attack. Are you doing strength or dexterity? Sorry, the rules are convoluted. All right,
What
go
are you
ahead and roll it.
saving?
So
Yours is just a regular strength because you're trying to do a knockdown. Essentially, you're not trying to stab at them. You're just like, fucking move. Get on the ground.
quick question.
Yes.
How like this trench coat, it's like a bit, it's meant for like any size people, so it is a big trench coat.
Yeah, it is made for a super duper tall
Yeah.
being.
So it's probably dragging on the ground.
Yes.
Can I cast my tentacle at my feet to give me a little like just help me stay upright basically? Like as I'm walking, it's just like I cast it, and so there's like a little like, so there's just like a little hump out of the trench coat just kind of like bulges out of the back of it, and so me and the tentacle are like walking like this, like back to back. And
I like it.
Can that
Yes.
give me advantage on the saving
Yes.
throw? Hell
Yes.
yeah!
Go ahead and re-roll that. Mirren, go ahead and roll your strength roll.
God
Just
damn
regular
it.
strength.
10.
I have a couple of questions.
Yes, ma'am.
One, if I were to roll animal handling, could I use my knees the way that you do with the horse, like on the side of Caspian's head, to direct him in the right way, and also do the attack? Second question, could I possibly use command on our opponent?
I'll allow it. Go ahead and give me an animal handling roll to see how well you guide
Incredible.
Caspian.
And
Okay. Now go ahead and make your
Wobbling. We're just wobbling.
do your command roll. Do the words. Do I need to make a save?
what does it say? It says you speak one word, blah blah blah. Attack save wisdom 14.
Okay, yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Okay. And go ahead and roll your attack.
That is a perfect gif.
Where's attack?
Just
It's strength
just
to
hit
strength,
strength.
yeah. Yeah. 11.
All right. What do you say? One word command.
Huh?
Hmm?
What'd you say?
Die.
Can't cause them to harm themselves. They won't do it.
So what constitutes harm?
Piss your pants.
Because, like, I was gonna say defecate.
That does not constitute as harm.
Because that would, I think, distract both of them.
Make the top one do it.
I'm gonna
That's what I'm
think that
saying.
you would be correct.
That's
That
what
would
I'm saying.
probably be quite distracting. As a parent who has been shat upon before, it is quite distracting. Josh's face, he's just like, dude.
This is horrible. This is
No, I just know
horrible.
that if it was my idea, Jess would be like, he loves it and it makes him stronger. Like, both these guys have a shit fetish. And it's like, what the? I'm over here listening to you describe this, and I'm like, this is a great idea, but like, I would say
Yeah.
fine, but I'm glad it's happening because it wouldn't happen for me. So please continue.
You don't know that. You do not know that.
Also,
I
I'm
have
not
let
here
you
like
get away with some weird shit.
that's true. So like that, I was out here like, oh, sleep, and Sis is like, shit your pants. Like, I mean, yeah,
All right.
that.
All right.
Go with hers. Her idea for sure.
I guess sleep
Oh.
would have made more sense.
No,
my God.
not anymore. Absolutely not.
Allow me
Shit
to
your
paint
pants.
this picture.
But to-
Mirren and Castrian, you were spun a couple of times, shoved in the direction of this guy. You're wibbling, you're wobbling, but you're not
What
falling
actually
down.
happens is I say shit.
They're running at you, and you are just like,
Just
shit!
knee jerk you.
And this, as he goes to swing at you guys, eyes grow wide, and you hear from underneath the trench coat, "What the fuck?" And you bring your pole arm across the top dude, who is in fucking shock. Just what just happened? They did make contact with you whenever he was swinging at you, but Caspian, because you threw up your tentacle to help bolster you, and he was quite shocked at what has occurred to his bodily functions right now.
He's been eating
So
carnival food all day. Like,
And this guy goes flying. Not only as you hit him, but the mount underneath him fucking throws him off, and he is covered.
Just ruined a friendship.
And he is yelling hardcore at his. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. I think it was the falafel. Oh my god! I don't know what to do. And they run screaming. The one who shit himself is crying, like, just I don't know what happened. But you have indeed won. That is 5 copper pieces. So.
Hell yeah.
That made a dude shit his pants for 5 copper.
That's the
Money
best
well
goddamn-
earned.
Yeah. That's the best goddamn money ever earned.
That was very out of the box thinking.
Thanks.
All right, so you see a couple people come out, and they've got buckets of water that they're kind of throwing on the list right now, trying to like cover up the shit that is now there. They're just, we'll keep going in just a moment. Brief intermission.
Me, you, and the
Kind
tentacle are
of
just on
kicking
the
up the
sidelines,
dirt.
just like.
Alrighty. We will go ahead and do one more round. We will finish up your trench coat jousting fun, and then we're going to take a break real fast. Caspian, go ahead and describe your victory dance with your tentacle.
I just wanted to see, just for my own gratification, how good it is. Yeah, it's a 23 performance for me and the tentacle.
Fantastic. You start a crowd wave, and you didn't even intend to. Everyone
Yes.
around you starts just all doing like the tentacle.
Yes.
Nines is behind you,
this
just
roll
fucking
performance.
hyping you up.
Roll performance? Okay.
Roll performance. Oh, please. Please.
18.
That's a 23, a 19, and an 18. We're the crowd is 19.
God,
Crowd's fucking losing it, bro. Crowd's fucking losing it.
I will
The
have
whole
you
crowd is
all
doing the tentacle.
take inspiration for getting
Yes.
everyone so
We
fucking hyped.
We started a whole crowd chant: "Shit pants, shit pants, shit pants, shit pants."
These people live here. That poor guy.
No. He's going to be Bobby shit pants for the rest of his life.
Yep.
Oh,
man.
no.
It has
Yes,
to
he
go
is.
down that I intended to say something like sleep, but just like looked up and went, shit! Please.
It was a very surprised, like, oh, they're coming at me. Shit. Oh, bad timing. But it worked, and you secured your 5 copper piece victory.
Mina's still watching.
Tentacles in chat. Let's go. Put the tentacles up in chat.
Alrighty,
Oh.
so after a little intermission so they could clean up the area, kind of re-dirt, refirm it out so that they could get the shit out of there. It's one thing if they let you kind of be around animal droppings, horses as they run through and shit. But human feces, they draw the line. That's a little too gross. So it is all cleaned up and up to bat. Our Warforged duo. All right, so y'all mount up. You get covered in the trench coat. You tie Nines to you, Ashu. And we're gonna go ahead. And since we had so much interesting shit happen last time, I'm gonna let y'all tell me what your game plan is running into this. So then we can go from there what we want to roll.
Just running this by you, I want to use Step of the Wind and surprise them with like blinding speed coming at them.
And
Unless
can
there's
I
something
drink
else
my
you'd like to
potion
do.
of climbing to use that to keep myself on him as I'm constantly having to kind of reclimb him to stay up while he's running fast? And that would also give me advantage in strength? I promise I won't make anybody shit their pants.
I I will say
purpose.
that you do
Can't
have
promise that.
advantage on the attack because you're going to be moving so fast.
Okay.
With you using the potion and like cementing yourself to Ashu, if they manage to hit you, there is the mount will have to make a check to see if they can keep the knight on their shoulder. Like y'all will roll a check together to see if you can manage to stay together and not get knocked over, so you can continue to kind of fucking fight it out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yes, you will have advantage on pretty much all of y'all's rolls. So y'all are buffing yourselves up. You're pretty much like indestructible wall meets unstoppable force at the same time because y'all are going to be going very fast.
9 drinks the potion and throws it up against the wall, and the glass shatters with total disregard of where people are stepping and if they have to wear shoes or not.
You see like a little kid that's like, cotton candy, just
Just that one fucking bit. It like smashes right next to it. He's like not scared. He's like annoyed.
I'm eating over here.
That fucking reaction was so good. This
What?
little like hey, kid like, eh. Just while this giant
carnival
robot
all
like
day. I've seen some shit.
smashes a glass in front of him, like
Like, there's definitely glass in this cotton candy, like 100%.
Yeah.
Like, there's glass in that. You better be careful.
Come.
meh.
Been at this carnival all day, mister. I done seen some shit.
I chew glass all day. I love chewing glass.
Everyone choose glass.
Little blood coming off her tongue, like, eh. All right. So, since y'all are going so fast, y'all are kind of surprise rounding this shit. I'll go ahead and let you have the first attack. Because they don't even make it down the list before y'all are fucking in their face. Like, they just got done spinning, and then suddenly you're fucking there. Go ahead and make your attack. Are you using strength or dexterity?
I'm gonna use. Oh, shit, I should
Josh,
use. I
Because
should
he's
use.
the knight.
Will I get advantage on this roll if I use strength?
Yes.
But I have to use.
I mean,
strength.
either one. Yeah, either one you get advantage on. I will say
Okay.
that you just get advantage on whichever one you want to do because y'all are right fucking there. They just got finished spinning. They're like, ooh,
18.
they can't even.
18.
18.
18.
18. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see.
Mhm.
Let's see. Woohoo! That would be a
Wow.
no. So you do manage to hit.
Yeah.
All right. So Troy, I want you to go ahead and roll whichever you want, strength or dexterity.
Saving or straight roll?
We'll do a straight roll.
Dexterity.
Oh wait, do you get a bonus for your? Yeah, do
I've
a
got
save.
+6 on my save.
All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and use that. So
Fuck
that's a big
you.
plus.
Did you
Wow.
just roll double nat ones?
Yeah.
Oh my! That is 1 in 400 chance of doing that.
You just rolled double natty ones.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes, you can. I have not
Jesus
told you what it is,
Christ.
obviously.
20.
Oh,
Natty, 30.
God, bro.
dirty.
Sorry, I just saw what Brandon put in the chat. Okay. All right. So you get finished being spun. Ashu, being inside the trench coat made it so much easier for you being spun around. You weren't fucking dizzy at all. You had a moment where you were like, okay, let me get my bearings. But the moment your foot touches the ground, you feel them release your shoulders, giving you the go ahead, and you're dust behind you. People can barely see how fast you fucking move, and suddenly you are stopped in front of these people.
Instant transmission.
Pretty much. That's honestly what I'm picturing in my head. Just one moment you're at one side of the list, and the next you're fucking in front of these dudes, and they are bringing up getting ready to even take their first step, and Nines comes in, just fucking right across the top person's entire upper body. And he is able to bring his own out, and he's aiming for Ashu being at the bottom. He's kind of trying to hit that right where y'all meet area. There is no contest. It's as if they're fighting Whis. Because just one moment, he thinks he's going to hit you. You and the Ashu, you're fucking dancing around. You completely step out of his pole's grasp as y'all fucking knock this dude to the ground. Like their rolls compared to you guys were no more than half of what you rolled. You just knocked the shit out of these dudes. And they're both on the ground staring up at you and just like shock. They don't know what the fuck just happened.
Can Nines and Ashu do a backflip while still attached to each other?
You can most certainly try.
What's your acrobatics at?
My bonus
Yeah, what's your acrobatics bonus
plus 6.
at? Fuck yeah, let's do it. You want to try it?
I rolled a 12.
22. Can I give him my inspiration? Just have him roll again.
You can.
Oh,
I put my fingers in Ashu's mouth and give him inspiration. He fucking wastes it.
he did not like
12
this.
again.
He did not like it.
Would y'all like to describe this? What that would be with him rolling?
Ashu like gets ready to jump, and then he feels his finger go into his mouth.
It's 4 fingers. It's all 4 fingers just come down your face, just like oh.
You're trying to pull him as you are backflipping. Like he doesn't
I'm
jump
with
high
you.
enough, and you're like, "Ah!"
I love it. I love
Incredible.
it. All right, you guys also win 5 copper pieces. Alrighty.
All right, 5 gold pieces.
well earned.
Just because you keep handing out gold doesn't mean I do.
I still got some gold left. I still got some
Handing
gold
out
left to
cursed
scare
gold.
some children with.
Alrighty, so we are gonna take a quick break, get some water, stretch your leg, and then we will be right back to see what's going on next in Quirky.
Gonna ruin a wedding.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. what really was him. The Ryan Reynolds like retweeted or something a modified version of his Free Guy poster to free Britney.
Awesome.
I did
Aw.
not
So
see
that's
that.
pretty cute. I'm excited about that movie though.
I am excited. It looks very funny.
Yeah. Did you see the Taika Waititi and Ryan Reynolds commercial?
No.
Mhm.
It's Korg and Deadpool talking about the trailer for Free Guy, and it's pretty cute.
I'll have to look it up. To YouTube it. All right, everybody, welcome back. We have a little bit more that we're going to get through this evening, and then hopefully end on a good note. We'll see. We'll see how the rolls go.
I'm still gonna eat my chicken nuggets.
Keep eating those chicken nuggets. Alrighty. So we have finished up with the trench coat jousting. Everybody thought that you guys were great.
They thought we were fucking nailed. Like, they didn't just think we were great.
Y'all were amazing. Like, you've got some fans in this town now.
I want to roll to see how many groupies I have.
Absolutely. Go ahead and do you want to just do charisma?
Sure.
Charisma sounds good.
19.
Dude.
Hey.
You've had a pretty impressive fucking day. You tamed the dragon. You made someone shit themselves. Like, you've got fans from all across the spectrum. From those who just enjoy seeing a tiefling being strong and dexterous and taming dragons, to people who have some thoughts they normally would not say out loud. But you are a hero to them. And you all are asked, like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna go to the after party, right?"
Sorry, go ahead.
You know, a bunch of people, especially with how y'all led the crowd, with y'all's amazing performances that y'all did, the wave that y'all started in the crowd. The more that y'all, like, by the time that Nines and Ashu went, the crowd had gotten pretty big around the list. Like, y'all were getting recognition for this. So that by the time that Nines and Ashu finished, it is raucous applause. It is noticeable. People are enjoying themselves immensely. Not only do they get to play games, but they got a pretty good show at the same time.
Can
So,
Paul Bettany be there like in A Knight's Tale?
Oh my god, I love it. Yes.
Perfect.
Only he's like a gnome.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's a little goblin. Yes, he's a goblin. Yeah, so we so a bunch of people are like, oh, y'all are gonna buy you a drink at the after party, it's kind of like the anti-wedding party. While the wedding is going on, we're all gonna be, tear down the carnival and meet up there, and we kind of have one last party before we go. Close out the carnival until we meet up at the next carnival, so hope to see you guys there. Everybody just kind of goes about. Any of the games that y'all want to retry, or y'all trying to kind of just wait around for maybe find a spot to sleep? There's some inns, but it kind of looks like people are legitimately camping out, like just setting up tents and shit outside the walls. But you can find an inn if you guys want.
I mean, I'm fine with an inn.
Fine with an inn.
I mean, only one of us sleeps, so we're just gonna be standing in a room with one sleeping person.
Is it Caspian? It's Caspian.
We all just stand around him while he sleeps.
Let's just all watch
Just staring.
Caspian sleep.
So Caspian doesn't have to sleep, but he definitely does.
He's
Just to
like,
annoy the rest of us.
Yeah. He
He
absolutely.
doesn't tell us that he doesn't need it.
Yeah. Gotta get a tight 9, guys. Oh, this isn't easy.
all right. So you guys
He has
get
to
a
trance for
room.
4 hours.
You guys get a room, which like I think y'all have to be in a restful state for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Caspian has to be in a trance for 4.
So we
So-
still need like a safe place to like
Yeah.
unwind.
find
Plug
an
in your
outlet.
plug in plug in your outlet. Yeah. All right. So the evening is fairly uneventful. However, I need all of you to make wisdom saving throws for me.
Natural
Suddenly
1.
regretting the groupie roll.
Natural 1.
Roy and John
16.
both 15.
That's the
9.
third natural 1 I've rolled tonight.
Nines just takes off his head and puts it down on the table facing a wall and is just doing pull-ups. Like facing a wall. Just like not even paying attention.
If you're gonna be dumb, then you gotta be tough.
Alrighty. So, Caspian and Mirren, you guys get a decent rest. Nines and Ashu,
We don't need to rest. I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, we're just chilling. We don't.
you're in low power mode. You're both
understand.
alert. You don't feel rested when you wake up. You both take 1 level of exhaustion.
Wait, which both?
The 2 who rolled natural ones.
I don't know why I sounded disappointed.
Oh, I wanted
I
to
was
be
like-
exhausted. During the evening, as Caspian slightly snored around you, and he made sure to twitch. Like after the first 4 hours, Caspian's kind of awake, so he's just being a little bit obnoxious about his sleeping. You see it. You're used to it. It's worse when y'all are in the woods. But there's something else that seems to be weighing heavily on both of you. It's very much a feeling of not being welcome. And the next morning comes. As y'all are out and y'all see that there's a couple carnival games that are still going. Nobody's too terribly loud. There's honestly guards that are walking around telling people to be quiet, that there's important business going on inside as they prepare for this wedding. So more of a contained fun, if you will. But people are starting to take down the games and things like that. They're kind of packing up to end their little run in this town and kind of move on to the next town. Ashu, you see the white-haired gentleman with the red eyes. And this time, he actually raises a hand and waves at you.
Hello.
Do you want to go up to him?
Sure.
All right, he's kind of
Clank,
standing
clank,
outside. It looks
clank.
like a little tent. It's not anything special. But you walk up and he says, "Hello, my friends. It is lovely to finally meet such wonderful performers. I hear you caused quite a ruckus yesterday. Put on quite a show. I'm glad to hear it. Glad you're all enjoying yourselves."
We performed efficiently.
You did. If I might say, I believe you got cheated out of your victory, my friend. Uh, that young one.
Word to your mother.
I will let her know. That they kind of have a little bit of a advantage in this town if you don't look so different. So I believe that you should have won that battle of wits, if you will. Good job. So,
Thank you.
are you all planning to go to the party later?
Yes, the after party, whatever that is.
They call it an after party, as in after the carnival, but it's
Why don't they just continue to party? Why does it have to be after?
well, it's after the carnival. The carnival itself isn't a party. We're all working.
Oh. Go on.
And he kind of smiles and actually I believe you met a friend of mine yesterday. She told me that you came and saw. And he kind of beckons, and the teenage girl that you saw eating the falafel yesterday kind of walks up and she's giving you the eyes and stuff and like, hi.
Hello.
I'm guessing this is the red-eyed guy you were looking for.
Indeed.
Well, I didn't see him before. And kind of smirks at you. Like maybe she got one over on you.
You bitch. No.
And they're like, all right, so we recommend hydrate before you come to the party.
Oh, I don't
Ooh.
drink.
Anything? How boring. Oh.
Oil for
Incapable?
lubrication. I don't know. I guess I have to try.
So
I
funny.
will be happy to help you. Kind of taps your shoulder, gives you a wink. Well, we're off to finish our breakdown of our camps, and we'll see you at the anti-wedding party. And they go off. I'm gonna go ahead and speed forward unless there's anything specific you guys wanted to do through the day. All right, so the wedding has begun. You've heard the bells. You hear so much contained excitement coming from inside the inner city. It's fairly quiet in the outer city, but you make your way out, and it's kind of towards the like as far away from the inner gate that they can be. You find an area that is under a big green tent. As you enter this tent, the difference in the noise level is astounding. It's quiet outside. You can hear birds, you can hear slight cheers coming from inside the inner city. The moment you pass into this tent, boom, 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 the ground is shaking. There's lights flashing everywhere. There's a slight haze of like smoke. Smells of many different flavors in the air. This is a party. Welcome to the rave. Lights going off everywhere. You see bodies gyrating. Everything about people. There's glowing fingertips. You see a woman whose entire hair is on fire. And everyone just seems to be enjoying themselves. Are y'all looking for anything in particular while y'all are in here? Or did you just come for a good time?
I'm surprised that Caspian doesn't have his tentacle dancing.
Then you'd have to be sober.
That's yeah. That's true. It's just me. I'm just wiggling. I'm tickling enough for the both of us.
All right, so y'all are making your way through, kind of keeping your eyes peeled for this white-haired, red-eyed man. You don't really see him at first. As you're walking through, you kind of get separated a little bit. There's so many people moving around you. They're dancing, they're bumping, and kind of just in between all of you. Nines, you feel an arm around your shoulder. And there's a figure that has a cloak on, so the hood's pulled forward, but you hear, "You look like you'd be a good time. Dance with me." And you get forcibly pulled onto the dance floor, and this figure is dancing with you. Do you resist the dance, or do you just go with it?
Go with it. Nines is a performer.
with
He's
it?
out there.
Awesome. Go ahead, roll me a performance check.
14.
14. Awesome. As you're dancing, you hear the being that you're dancing with chuckle. "I like you."
I like you. He just gets into it more. Fucking dabs on her.
"I believe I will play with you later. Save me a dance."
Yes.
And you feel it's the barest of touches, but it feels tingly. And even after this person has drawn their hand away, you can still just feel where they traced, which is an odd sensation for you.
Can I investigate what the hell he just did to me?
Yeah.
11.
They just seem like a really cool person.
I love cool
And
people.
it was just kind of like, is this what love is? Like, is this adoration? Like, what? Why do I still feel their touch? It's a gentle caress. Like, oh my goodness, I like this. They like me. Save them a dance. And then you are on the dance floor still. There's plenty of bodies around you, and it's so easy to lose another creature in this throng of moving flesh.
Are we all about to get our own succubus again?
Ooh.
We still have to finish that up. Oh, wait, no, we did. Didn't we?
Yeah,
You guys, did you guys
we
win?
crushed it.
You guys won, yeah.
We
Killed
fought our
hell.
way. Yeah, we fought our way into and then back out of hell.
That's right.
Accurate. All right, and I need everybody to roll perception checks for me real fast.
21.
Dang.
23.
Well,
Y'all are just on
And-
both sides of the spectrum tonight. Like 1, 21.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Alrighty, Ashu and Nines, you are able to see the white-haired, red-eyed man. He is over by the bar, and he spots both of you, and he waves you over. With both of your perception checks, you do also manage to find your other party members. Ashu, did you bring Alexander Hamilton?
Yes.
Is he walking, or are you carrying him?
He's walking on his leash.
Can we walk up to this white-haired man like Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell in Night at the Roxbury? Just like bumping together because we're both Warforged, just like fucking in sync. Like two metronomes just fucking.
I love it. Yes, you absolutely can. Y'all are amazingly on beat, too.
I love it.
Do you grab Caspian and Murin on your way over?
Do we?
I don't know. I think we're so focused on our dance that we don't.
Hang on, wait, hang on. Odd or even? Odd or even, Troy? Odd or even?
Odd.
It's even. We're gonna grab him.
All right, so you go to this gentleman. And he's like, I see you're enjoying the party. Fantastic.
Very much so.
So, what do y'all think of this little town? Quark.
I'm going to cast detect thoughts on him with my necklace
Okay.
or my medallion of thought detection.
Okay. Can you drop
And
that
just
for me?
yeah.
Just
Wait,
so
no,
I
that's my
know.
wisdom. Sorry, that's not it.
Yeah, have you guys been using your items at all? Or has it just been me just constantly changing
Ted
into
farting.
creepy fingers?
I don't really have anything useful. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I constantly attempt to use my item, but nothing is a beast and nothing has a swimming speed. So when we get to the ocean, everything is fucked. Until then,
I'm
it's
gonna
all you.
disguise myself as a sexy mermaid when we get to the ocean, just for you.
Yes.
I'm gonna flop around on the deck like a dry fish.
Yes.
Okay, so is Ashu trying to get surface thoughts right now, or are you probing
Just
deeper?
surface thoughts right now while we're having this conversation.
Okay, so he's asked you if y'all are having a good time, or he says it looks like y'all are having a good time, and his surface thoughts are about that it seems that y'all will be a good fit, and that he seems very happy to have found you guys.
Okay. Let's continue with the conversation for a little bit, and then I might do it again.
Okay, it's on for a while. Just let me
Okay.
know when you want to kind of know, and then I'll mention anything that might come up that I think is pertinent. Okay. So yeah, everybody's having fun, and he's like, so what do y'all think of Quarky?
Shit's tight, yo. Just like looking around.
And he's like smiling at you guys, and you notice that his smile kind of tightens at the corners, and he's like, "Great's one way to put it."
That's not what I said, but yeah, sure. Okay. All right.
So who are you?
Ashu, when he says "great" is one way to put it, you get the surface thoughts of like, there's a lot about this town that's not according to this guy. When he says, "Who are you?" he looks at you and he goes, "Quite rude of me. Apologies. My name is Martel. How are you?"
Hi, Martel. It's nice to meet you.
Can I get your name?
Ashu.
Interesting.
001.
Interesting. And he does find your name interesting. Surface thoughts. He looks over at Nines, kind of eyes up like, "And you are
Can I roll?
Ashu 002?
Can I roll perception to see if I see him trying to get my attention through gaze?
Yes.
I want it to be bad. Yes, 5. I want to completely ignore this guy. Nines is just fucking in it. Like, you know that, like, you know when you like are at like a really crazy party, rave, big thing, and you just like catch all the details and you just can't look away. He's just like, yeah. That's what's
Martel
happening.
actually smiles, and Ashu's surface thoughts is he thought that was fucking hilarious. He's just like, "All right, party on." And he looks over at Mirren and he goes, "I am Martel, and you are?"
Mirren?
"Lovely to meet you, Mirren." His eyes kind of flick up to your horns, and he's like, "Interesting." Surface thoughts would be, she has been touched as well.
Touched as well.
As
Okay.
well?
And he turns to Cassian and he's like, You are a party aficionado, I would think, my friend. You seem,
Wiggling.
yeah, like you're
Wiggling.
just like you non-stop
sticks.
movement. Where
It's a-
you're like in the music. You
Instead
are
of-
the music.
Instead of rolling perception, I'm definitely rolling performance. Like I don't give a fuck, and I
Yes.
spill
Jesus.
his drink, my own drink. The person's next to me drink. That is a nat. That is a nat 1 for a modified 5.
Incredible.
I will say that works. I will allow that to be what happens. You just every drink you knock over.
He's
There was
like,
a,
"What?"
a
Oh, like, "Oh,
waitress
nice to
walking
meet you,"
by
and
with
I'm
like
like,
some shots, and you knock all the shots off, and they go flying on it. Hey, but everybody's like, yeah, alcohol shower.
"Can I deck save to see if I can save my own drink?"
Go ahead.
12.
Yeah, I'll let that be a save.
While
For at
while
least
the
your
commotion is
nobody
going on,
else's. Nobody
Yeah.
while the
else's.
commotion is going on, I want to use that opportunity to delve deeper into this guy's brain. And
Okay.
maybe like use it as a distraction to get an advantage or something on it.
Okay. So is a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Cool. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up character sheet.
As all that's going on, Nines turns around and looks at him and is like, "Hey, I'm Nines. This is Ashu. That's Caspian. What's your name? Who
Oh,
are
shit.
you?"
Yeah, you are able
Fuck
to delve deeper. All right, so fails, you can insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, something is worries over, loves, or hates. Okay. Stu!
Bless you.
Jeez.
What's really bad is, yes, my sneezes do sound like that. All right. What you find is a series of images. You're still learning how this spell works, and honestly, like how the human or the mortal mind works. Quite different than your own. You get a lot of flashes.
They don't have
of...
folders and files?
You get lots of flashes of images. You see a lotus flower. You see the teenage girl that y'all saw earlier from the falafel stand. You see an image of her, but she changes to look like someone else as she like walks away. And it was just like a memory of earlier that day. You see that she looked like Martell. So you see that. You also, because you went in when he said she'd been, or the thought had been that that Mirren had also been touched. You see in his mind a symbol, and it catches your attention because it is made out of the same moving, wiry black and red coils that y'all had seen in the ruins when you first met each other, that had caused Murin to have a reaction when it touched her. This symbol is a circle with 8 different arrows coming out of it. And it is made out of that writhing black and red coils. And that is what you get. And before he It's going to roll an intelligence check. Go ahead and roll an intelligence roll for me.
Sorry, 1 second.
Mhm.
Intelligence save or roll?
Just a regular roll.
12.
All right. So he looks at you, red eyes meet your. Does Ashu have color in his eyes?
They're blue.
Red eyes meet blue eyes. And he winks at you again, and the connection that you had with him is cut. You can no longer read his thoughts. You get one. You can just ask.
Wait, how'd he detect it? He failed his first throw, right?
If you read the spell, no matter what, they do know that you're there. He did fail it, so you had full
Oh, okay.
access. That's why
So
you
they-
saw so
they-
much.
They know no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, if you probe deeper, they're going to know that you're poking around in their brain. But they do have to beat you in an intelligence check in order to end the spell.
Gotcha.
He kind of beckons over to somebody, and a woman walks up to you, and she is tall, elven. She's got long black hair, very, very pale skin, kind of sickly looking, gray eyes. She comes over and she looks at everybody. She seems to recognize everybody. There's no like surprise. Martel looks and goes, well, one secret's out of the bag, I guess. Tolan, you remember our friends from earlier. And you watch as this elven woman shrinks down right before your eyes, skin beginning to morph, the color changing. And she goes back to the little teenager that she was before, looking at you. You know, looks back at Martel. It's really hard to do my job if people find out about me. Martel kind of chuckles and like shrugs. He's like, I can't help when they're just too good. Kind of. Tolan looks around and she's like, hi, I'm Tolan.
Hi, Tolan. I'm Ashu.
Hi. So are y'all in?
In for what?
Looks over at Martel and she's like, you take forever. We're never going to get to the city.
I know I just read
Alright.
your thoughts, but please tell me.
Martel kind of chuckles and he's like, all right. So my friend here is trying to earn passage into one of the esteemed schools in Euphoria. In order to do that, they must demonstrate their powers, their abilities, what they can bring to Euphoria. I believe you can help them. How do you feel about some light kidnapping?
Nice
love
immediately
light
looks over
kidnapping.
at Caspian. And is like,
Hang on.
All of us, I think, turn and look at Caspian.
I love
on.
light kidnapping. Wait, am I there for that? Do I hear this conversation?
As he says, how do you feel about some light kidnapping? We are going to end the session.
Oh, boo!
I'm
Caspian
going to let you
kicks the door
have
in.
an anime screenshot moment. Session's coming to an end. You have now been offered this amazing opportunity on a silver platter. how does your character respond in this closing moment of the show when you hear that you get to do some kidnapping? Nines. Hang on. Oh, I'm gonna get to you. Don't worry.
Nines turns around to look at the group and puts the Ted Farty hat on, and when the hat hits his head, it spawns into like a black, like hood robe that covers the whole face, makes it dark, and it just descends on him, and he puts his hands in, and he's like, "Yes."
Mirren, how does Mirren respond to light kidnapping?
Oh gosh. I mean, at this point, just like, she's probably just sort of like still bopping along to the music. Like, sure, that's fine. Just because it might as well happen. I mean, we kept Caspian from being able to kidnap a child before, so I'm sure it'll work out.
Shoot.
The Albert Fish over here.
What is the purpose of this kidnapping?
You're so polite. Caspian,
If
how do you
I
respond?
please may ask, sir.
Oh, he'll tell you next time. Caspian, how do you respond to this invitation?
How many creatures are close to me right now?
It's a pretty packed dance floor. Like they're still gyrating and stuff. You're right in front of the bar, but you know that you only have like that, very small arms width to be able. People are nice enough not to immediately jostle you when you get a full drink. They'll let you take a drink or two, but the moment you take a step away from the bar, you're gonna be swept up in a crowd.
Is there? And I'm here. I'm next to this conversation that's happening.
Oh yeah, everybody's right there. Like you've been dancing around, but you caught your drink and then you heard. How do you feel about like kidnapping?
Unfortunately, they're all going to have to roll strength saving throws because I explode casting Arms of Hater because I don't have I'm doing this, but I don't have enough hands, so I just explode with Arms of Hater, and they're all just just pumped, just arms, just whipping, just excited, fucking kidnapping. Yeah, so everyone's gonna have to make a strength saving throw next time on Dragon Ball Z.
And that is where we end it with everyone shock and surprise as Caspian's many arms of Hadar tentacles come exploding out of him.
Just grabbing
freeze frame on just. Alrighty. So I hope everybody had fun. We definitely enjoyed being back. We are going to get back on schedule. Things are finally starting to somewhat settle down. Life is crazy. We all know that. So I'll simply leave you with stay safe, stay sane. We love you, and we will see you next time.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Bye-bye.